And he went in to follow it up, but unfortunately for him, Roberts managed to claim it and then sends another one of those howitzer-like goal kicks, bouncing all the way through, and Tyler Roberts was nearly on the end of it until Connor Hall read it. Gordon brings it forward, chopping challenge from Roberts. The referee didn't like that, and it will be a free kick, and Vale take it quickly. Here's Garrity. Gabriel in acres of space on the right, and he finds him. Gabriel doesn't want to run the touchline, gives it to Byers, who gives it to Payton, who will run the touchline. Looks to aim in a cross, it's not bad, looks for Fall, Cole! Oh yes! The Predators finish! That is what you pay Devante Cole for! It is 3 in 3 from close range. It's pronounced Cole, but you could easily say goal. Devante Cole, Portvale 1, Mansfield 0.
Yeah, exactly what we've been calling out for, Phil. Crosses early into dangerous areas and get as many men as you can in there. And Devante Cole, brilliant ball by Rory Payton. As I said, he got out his feet early, opportunity there to deliver, put it into good areas and ask the questions. Devante Cole on the end of it, and rightly so, Vale find themselves one up now.
Well, he scores goals. That's what he does, isn't it? And that's the type of player that Vale, for years, have had a stock in trade, and they've had the Nailers, they've had the McPhees, they've had the Foyles, they've had players like that who've been in the right place at the right time, and now they look like they found another.
Yeah, but listen, you can see he's a goal scorer, but they have to play it.
When Sweeney was sent off early on, and so they've done what they can in this game, and you wouldn't count them out just yet. 85 gone. Vale still a goal up as Connor Hall heads the ball into touch out wide on the right, and Mansfield have now got a throw in a dangerous area, level with the edge of the Vale penalty area on the right.
I mean, this is the first time I can remember in pretty much all the half that they've been in this far up the pitch, Mansfield.
Yeah, they haven't really threatened much in the second half as Evans takes this throw, and nobody's picked up Noyle, who loops the ball into the box. Humphreys with the header away. Dickoff trying to power it back in. That's awkward. And Hennigan dealt with it as Gauci was a little bit slow to come and get the ball. But Hennigan dealt with it. Fall picks it up high, crossfield ball looking for Brown. Blake Tracy will head it away though, and Vale with a chance to break but undone. Mansfield, you feel, might just end up throwing the kitchen sink at this for one last chance, and they might do so. Good ball, Oates out wide on the right. He's going to run at Connor Hall. He'll try and get the shot in and he'll score. It's a great goal from Rhys Oates, and Vale, who've been in control of this game for so long, have been undone by one ball that took in down the right, and Oates cut in away from Connor Hall and sent it flying away to Gauci's right, and Mansfield have an equaliser on 85 minutes. It's Vale 1, Mansfield 1.
Well, we spoke, didn't we, Phil, earlier on at the back end of the first half and through this half about an opportunity coming in. At some point Vale would have to do some defending. It's just poor defending for the goal. Connor Hall lets him inside on his left foot. He's got to keep him wide, send him down the line where there's nowhere for him to go, but he allows him inside. It is good play. There was probably a warning maybe 20 seconds before that when Ben Hennigan clears one out in front of Cauchi, but that's a brilliant finish, I have to say, from Oates, but far too easy to come inside on his left foot. It's a brilliant strike, gives the goalkeeper no chance, and it is an outstanding finish, but it's just one that could be avoided for me. I think you've got to get him down the line.
Inside the Mansfield half on the right to Gabriel, looks to power towards goal and then checks back to Humphreys. Now George Hall out wide on the right, looks to give it to Byers, but the ball is overhit. Byers can't keep the ball in play. It'll be a goal kick, and now all of a sudden it seems hurried and rushed.
That obviously comes with the limited time left, and but like again, and I'd love to know just how many forward passes those big players in the team have put this afternoon forward. You know, how many forward passes, how many balls are behind, how many times have you questioned the opposition. There's so many players that have just passed it sideways and backwards, and yes, I understand keeping possession and shifting the opposition around, but there are points where you have to take responsibility and take a chance and trust your quality.
Roberts' kick forward, Hennigan heads it away, looks for Fall, gets in Dejan Brown's way, but Fall will try and win it again, and Mansfield now break. This is 10 on 11, but it all of a sudden feels very different as Oates, the goal scorer, comes away down the left. That's a good tackle, a really good tackle from Jordan Gabriel, and now Byers. That's a agricultural challenge. Here's Fall inside the centre circle, touches it to Garrity, wide left to Connor Hall. Curtis says get it forward. Connor Hall hesitates, plays it into Curtis, who's inside the box, goes down, referee says penalty. Does he? He does. And And Mansfield look absolutely crestfallen. They are furious. Curtis went down in the box under the challenge, and Vale have a penalty and a chance to win the game in stoppage time.
Well, I talked about getting the ball into Ronan Curtis with quality. That's probably the fourth or fifth time he's made that run inside, and Vale found him 2 or 3 times. They've lacked quality 2 or 3 times, but again, it's just a brilliant run from him. He's made a difference since he's come on. He has made a difference, and like I said, he's frustrated with the quality that's been into him, but good run from him. I think you clatter it into the back of him, you give the referee a decision to make. Whether it is or it isn't, we don't care. Vale have got the opportunity in what's entering the final minute of the game.
Nobody can watch. I can't watch. I can't watch.
Phil, don't you
I've said a couple of people in the crowd, they've looked at me, I said, you tell me what goes on. It will, well, Garrity had the ball, but it will be Ronan Curtis who has taken charge to potentially win this. There are a lot of nervous faces around Vale Park. Stoppage time penalty for Port Vale to win it for their first home league win of the season. Can Ronan Curtis do it? He's up against Liam Roberts. Can Curtis do it? He can! And Ronan Curtis could have sent Vale on their way to their first home league win of the season. An emphatic penalty smashed away to the goalkeeper's right and into the back of the net. And Ronan Curtis could have won it for the Vale. And it's Port Vale 2, Mansfield 1.
Absolutely fantastic penalty. And do you know what? Vale, yes, they've probably not been at the most creative this afternoon, and that's hugely down to Mansfield and the shape they've got, but they found a way to hopefully, fingers crossed, last 20 seconds, take the 3 points. Ronan Curtis, yes, he's been frustrated. I think he should have done more since his sign last summer, but he comes in and look at him, I mean, he's absolutely delighted.
How are your nerves?
It's a brilliant penalty. I mean, he gives the goalkeeper absolutely no chance. It's a fantastic penalty. And out of the lads on that pitch, I'd have to say he deserves it. You know, he's seen Rory Payton come in the side in front of him when I think he's done well this year when he's come on, or this season when he's come on. He's seen Rory Payton come on in front of him and start in front of him. He's frustrated when that ball doesn't come into him in good areas, but he gets his opportunity and he takes his goal.
So, who would have thought this? I know we say that a lot over the years, but who would have thought it today? Port Vale 2, Mansfield Town 1. We are past 96 minutes. There might still be a chance, but not with challenges like that from George Byers, as Mansfield were about to take off through the middle, and Byers responded with an excellent challenge. Blow up, say the fans to the referee. The referee will add on time for the stoppage caused by the giving away of the penalty. Hennigan beaten in the air, but Humphreys will clear from the edge of the box. Fall with the flick on. Brown will try and control it and give chase, and he'll roll it across to George Hall, who pokes it past McAdam and will sprint down the right. Chance for him to take it to the flag, but Hall might feel he can do more. He will sensibly keep possession and go back to Jordan Gabriel. 97 gone now. Gabriel skips past the challenge, touches it to Hall, take it to the flag, keep it down there, and he wisely decides to do so.
Yeah, brilliant from Vale, brilliant from Hall, brilliant from Gabriel, and I think that should see us in what we're 97 minutes and 20 odd seconds, so that should be it. And I have to say, you know, Vale have found a way to do it. It's a very, very robust, resolute Mansfield side, but on the balance of play, Vale have deserved this.
Throw goes Vale's way to Mo Fall, who tries to keep it in the corner. I'm not quite sure if he knows if he can, but he will try. He's just big enough to do it. He's almost like pitched like a tent in the corner, and Mansfield poke it out again, and it will be another throw for Vale right in the Mansfield corner flag, exactly where they want it. 97 gone, past the 96 we are due to play. Port Vale 2, Mansfield 1. Vale, with a stoppage time penalty from Ronan Curtis, looked to have won it, but nobody wants to leave. Plenty of people couldn't watch. Now nobody wants to go home. And Vale could be on their way to their second win of the season. And indeed they are. The referee blows up for full time, and there is a lot of relief around Vale Park, because it looked as if one of those lapses of concentration had set up Vale for another disappointing afternoon. They had led for so long after a goal from Devante Cole at the start of the second half, after Mansfield had been reduced to 10 men in the first. But then, just wouldn't you know it, 85 gone, one of the few opportunities Mansfield have, and they equalise. And it looked like the Vale will have to be content with a point, but then, drama of dramas, in the 94th minute, Ronan Curtis goes down in the box, and Ronan Curtis steps up to dispatch the winning penalty. No good for me, this, Adam Yates.
Well, I was just going to say to you, Phil, you need to calm down and take a bit of a chuckle. You did say that Vale were due a late goal, weren't you, or a late winner? And look, it was a poor goal to concede, in my opinion, the equaliser. But Vale were the one side that were pushing forward, and yes, there were a lot, or far too many square passes and backward passes.